Hi lovelies! I wanted to do a wintry look for you guys, something that was really soft and blown out, but instead of focusing on what people normally do in winter with those cool vampy tones, even though I'll probably still do a video about that, this is how I envisage winter makeup to be. Like frosty pinks, just something that is like soft. That's sort of the look that I wanted to create, and I feel like I've managed to do it. It's mostly focusing around pinks and purples. There is of course a little bit of taupe in there as well to make it not too Barbie-like. Stick around if you want to see how to do this makeup look. Of course, everything I've used today is vegan and cruelty free, and I'll have a list down below of all of the products I've used. Step 1, prime with ChiChi Instaprime. Oh my god, that was the cutest meow. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was so cute. Then for foundation, Illuminare? I don't know how you meant to pronounce it. It's French, I'm assuming. So I'm using just like a big pea size of this. I'm taking my Sigma F82 round kabuki brush. Now we're on to concealer, so I'm taking my Adorn Cosmetics. This is the Cover Correction Mineral Concealer in the colour Light. And I'm using my pointed foundation brush because I'm a rule breaker. This is by Real Techniques. And just covering up any problem areas that I undoubtedly have. So my recipes, you'll probably actually see a trend of low or no sugar. I mean, obviously there's a time and place for sugar, and there are some treats that I definitely don't want to miss out on long term, but for now, it's not in my house. So this is my e.l.f. Lid primer in the colour Sheer. I'm super class. And I use my fingers. Now we've got the base done. Can get started on these terrible, sparse, awful brows and try and make them look somewhat decent. I said try. But first, tea. Am I the only person that drinks peppermint first thing in the morning? You know, once you've had breakfast, I just find it makes me feel really good for the rest of the day. There is not another way to do your eyebrows other than Anastasia Beverly Hills, according to most beauty gurus. I've used the ChiChi brow pomade. I do kind of prefer this one. Just try to ignore my eyebrows altogether. It's best for all of us. I use my, well, what I like to refer to as my Miracle Pencil by Pacifica. So it's a nude kind of all-rounder pencil, and it cleans up my eyebrows so beautifully. Taking my concealer brush. For this look, I wanted to go for something that was quite light, and I know that everyone really likes to go dark in winter, but I wanted something that's a bit more of a paler, nicer, fresher look. Because I've been so into the pastels for this winter in particular, I've just gone pastel mad. To start us off, I'm using my very reflective Makeup Geek palette, and the colour of choice is not a Makeup Geek colour. Sorry. I actually just got gifted this one from a friend, and it's called Labyrinth, and it's by Colourpop, and I actually find this colour is beautiful. If you, like me, have got very pale skin and possibly blue or green eyes, this will work wonderfully. And I'm just going to softly put that in the crease, just ever so softly. Colour payoff is great. I'm using my Makeup Geek soft dome brush for this, by the way, because we really want a nice blown out look. Now to blend everything together even more, I'm taking some Beaches and Cream. When I said some, it turned out to be a lot. Okay, so I'll just dab and lightly dust. Because anytime that you do pink eyes, like, it can almost become too much. So I just find that by putting a colour that's very close to my skin tone, or your skin tone, whatever, beneath the brow bone really does help to make you look less weird and creepy. So for the lid today, I am using Confection and I'm mixing that with White Lies because for me Confection is a little bit too dark. I'm just that pale. Just packing this over most of the lid. We're not going to bother about doing that outer third. I just take a little bit of Confection and just kind of dust that all the way around the edge. Now that we've hit this point, because I don't know about you, but in winter time, like, I tend to be runny, if that makes any sense. So it's like the wind can make my eyes water and my nose run, so baking saves face, and I'm not even kidding when I say that. So I'm taking my ChiChi Real Minerals, and this is just their finishing powder. I'm going in with my Real Techniques sponge, just taking a bit of that product, and here is where I look really funny. It makes sense to do this, trust me. So for this, I know this is a little bit odd, but for this I'm going to be mixing Fashion Addict and a bit of Unexpected. Okay, I can't remember exactly what that colour is, but it's a cool tone purple. I'm mixing all three together using my Zoeva Soft Definer brush. And for this I'm going to be concentrating in this general vicinity and then just carrying it over a little bit. Just for a little bit of colour. I feel like everyone automatically goes towards black in winter. Makes me feel very sad. And for this look, I don't really want to have a major cut crease going on or anything like that. I just want a very soft purple look. To blend this out even more, I'm taking my Makeup Geek defined crease brush. Now on this Makeup Geek brush, I've taken the tiniest bit, as you can see, creme brulee, and I'm going to just soften out those edges on both sides and just blend like there is no tomorrow. Now I'm going to take a bit more of Labyrinth and just give a nice wash over that again. I'm going to take some Vanilla Bean and just come in over this whole area here. Now I'm taking my fluffy brush. This is my buffing brush by Real Techniques. And just sweeping away that baking that we did just before. And now for under my eyes. Like I said, I want to create a really sort of soft look for this, so I'm going in again, but this time I'm taking Unexpected, and this is with my Zoeva Soft Definer brush. I know it's big for under eyes, but you'll see the kind of look that I'm trying to create, or you'll know it already because you've seen the start of this video. Now I've taken that as close to the lash line as possible. But I always find that on my pale skin, I really like to use a little bit of creme brulee again. Can you tell that this colour is definitely one of my favourites? So this just helps to smoke it out even more. So I'm going just underneath that purple. Now I'm using that amazing Pacifica pencil again, and I'm going to line my waterline with this. And I'm also going to lay a little bit down just in that inner tear duct because I can never resist a highlight opportunity. I just can't. Now another trick, if you really want that waterline to stay, might creep some of you out, is to actually put an eyeshadow over it, and then you don't get that weird transfer as well if you are tight lining your eyes. So that's something that you can do. So I would recommend to go in with a liner brush, but I currently don't have that because it's just been washed. So I'm going back in with my Sigma E55 eye brush and I'm taking some white lines. This is where it gets a little bit weird. Okay, there we go. We don't have to do that anymore. You're done. You made it through. Well done. You did that part, because that is honestly like the worst part. And of course, I think this is actually features in most of my videos. So this is my Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics, or o.c.c if you can't be bothered saying a long ass name like that. This is their loose colour in Oberon. And for this I'm taking my Sigma E30 pencil brush. And then I'm going to just lightly dust that using the same brush underneath the arch only as my eyebrow. Do you know what? I didn't even use this today. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm sure that you all, well, anyone that's watched my videos knows that I normally use this every single day to cover my under eye bags, and I only use the Adorn Cosmetics one today. So if you don't want to have under eye brightener, you can just omit it, but normally this would be like super highlighting under there. I'm going to take Aphrodite, this wonderful plummy colour, which is vegan by Makeup Geek, by the way. I'm going to go along right at the top of my eyelashes to create almost like a liner effect. I find that that makes quite a difference. Like, you can probably tell, hopefully, maybe. I'm going to set my face. And for this, I'm using my ChiChi Real Minerals. Now, you might think that looks quite powdery. So I'm still trying out to see if I really like this. So as that looks a little bit powdery, I'm still trying this out to see if I really like it. But this is my Makeup Mist and Set by Elf Cosmetics. Always have to remember to shake it up a lot and then do this creepy thing. Oh my god, do not open your mouth directly afterwards. Oh my god, that tasted disgusting. So anyway, lashes. So you could of course just go like this, but obviously blush, contour, highlight, that sort of stuff. Maybe a lip gloss. But not for me, not today. I want some falsies. So this is my new set. This is by Ardell. It's their Wispies. With us going for such a soft look today, it's only fitting that we're using some Wispies by Ardell. Now of course they are vegan and cruelty free with these ones, and this is my preferred lash glue, which is by Duo. This is their clear colour. So there are some great tutorials on how to apply falsies. People like Mikey, like from Glam and Gore, I think that she's got how to put on falsies and she does a really good job. And of course there is Makeup Geek. Those dry a little bit. And whilst they do dry, I'm going to do my cheeks. So starting off with some light contouring. This is the Makeup Geek Powder Contour in the colour Breakup. I still like to look a little bit chiseled in winter, even though we all know it's winter, who cares? I just want to get snuggly and have hot chocolate. Oh my god, especially hot chocolate with almond milk. Oh, yum. You can tell I'm missing sugar already. And I'm taking a very light tone, light and cool tone blush here. I'm mixing it with a little bit of purple because I've got a purpley look. Be rude not to, right? Now we've got those done, I'm going in with my falsies. See the difference? Whilst that just sort of makes friends, gets used to everything. Just because it's winter doesn't mean that we can't have a pop-in highlight. So we're going to do just that right now, using my e.l.f. concealer and highlighter brush. Whilst that's still tacky, this is still to this day my favourite highlighter. It is by Adorn Cosmetics and it's a mineral illuminizer for eyes, lips and cheeks. Like, it's this beautiful champagne, but it's like pink champagne. I'm using my cheek highlighter brush by Makeup Geek for this. So onto lips now. I am taking, this is quite new for me, so it's the Wet n Wild gel liner, and this is in the flamingo colour. So I'm just going to line these lips and fill them in. Now obviously that is a very pink look, but we're going to make it a lot more mute. I'm taking my Makeup Geek Plush. So this is the cream formula, this is in BFF, so it's such a pretty shade. I'm hoping that by using a lip liner, it'll make it last much longer than it has been. Because when I was a kid, this was the sort of look that I always wish I would have been able to have. Then there you have it, this is my finished wintry look. So I wanted to have something that was quite pinky, still sort of warm, and just, ugh. I love this sort of a look. I think it looks so good and beautifully wintry, warming. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that thumbs up button if you did, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell down below so you know whenever I've got a new video coming out. I hope you lovelies have a wonderful rest of your week. See you again soon. Bye!